So there's a substantial growth period for bears. When we talk about subadults as teenagers a lot, and teenagers kind of, they stop growing at the end of teenage years pretty much. But with bears, they have a number of years very good at fishing the lip. This is not an amateur up there.
Yeah, he's young, but yeah, certainly an excellent angler in the lip of Brooks Falls. Also brought to this location by his mom, number 402.
Who is an excellent fisher on the lip and brings her cubs here actually as spring cubs, which not a lot of sows do. And I like to call her a great multitasker. So this bear has witnessed how to fish at the lip of the falls since it was very, very young. And there we go, success.
You can see those salmon are quite slippery. The bear holding, its fish with one paw against the other forearm, the opposite forearm. Now he's moving to a more comfortable spot, maybe where he can bite into the head. The brain is one of the areas of the fish that contains a lot of fat. It's a fatty organ. So bears will often eat the brain. Sometimes that's the only thing they'll eat when they're really well fed. They especially prefer the roe and then also the skin too.
How wide was your shot before? Because the bear down here below, when we were talking about 812, did a dash and grab and actually got a fish in the water, which we haven't really seen because the water's deep and there haven't been a lot of salmon. So maybe he'll do it again. Whoop.
Yeah, a little bit of a pounce in the water there. Looking to, be hopeful and just trap a salmon underneath its paws. And that's when you're running through the water, you have to find salmon in a vulnerable position, maybe where they can't see you coming. Again, if you're a brown bear fishing, or the densities of salmon have to be really high for that technique to be successful on a regular basis. Down at the mouth of Brooks River, where we have the lower river and the River Watch camera, in years where the water level is much, much lower, several feet lower than what we have this year, when we have a lot of salmon moving through that area in shallow water, that can create some good fishing conditions for bears who are good at that charging technique, that dash and grab through the water. But we have seen none of that this year because the bears recognize it's just the water down there is too deep. It's not worth the effort. One bear that we haven't seen so far during the broadcast, and maybe we haven't talked too much about in the past because it's kind of a small bear, hovers on the fringes. This is an adult female, although she's quite small for an adult female. This is number 717.